So a couple months ago, we installed this TesStudio swivel mount on our 2024 Cybertruck. So you can swivel like this. We love it, but there's a version 2 out now that lets you swivel up and down, and it also sits a little bit higher. So today, we're going to install version 2 on this 2024 Cybertruck so we can swivel up and down, back and forth, and it stays at this height. Let's go. All right, let's see what's in the box from TesStudio. Have not opened this yet. Okay, got some QR codes for an install video and instructions. This is a couple things, the new shroud, the new temperature sensor, screen. This is the heavy piece. This is the solid piece that lets you swivel, and a bunch of parts. Got an extension cable for the USB-C for the screen. Got a 10mm. Got a pry bar. Everyone's got 100 of those. You've got a star drive and new bolts. With that, it's pretty simple. We've done it before, so let's get rolling. So not a lot of tools for this install. The kit comes with everything you need. I always have my own 10mm just because everything on a Tesla, as you know, is 10mm, so that might come in handy here for those bolts. And then the pry tool. That's about it. So we're going to go step by step. There's about 10, 11 steps here, and it should be a pretty easy install. Now. All right, first step is to remove the panel underneath. So pry bar. Usually there's a little gap on one side. You can just take advantage of that, gently pull it off. Okay, that's step one. Step two is removing the cord from the temperature sensor. This is the sensor that tells the computer what the ambient temperature inside the cabin is. So we've got to remove that because we need to put that on a new grate. I was down there, I got up here because it's a little bit easier to remove this temperature sensor cord. And by the way, another tool I didn't tell you about, but these are just a little pick that sometimes I use. So there's usually a little side tab that you can press in, pull out and up. There you go. So this piece is out. This is the temperature sensor that I was talking about. We need to keep this. So we're just going to unscrew it. This is the Torx bit or Torx drive that comes with the kit. So if you don't have one, no problem. Temperature sensor, that's what we unplugged. Save your screws, you're going to need it. And this is the piece that we're going to save for when we want to retro this back to OEM, but we're not going to use this for the rest of today. Okay, so same temperature sensor. This is the new screen, right? It's smaller, but it still has plenty of open space, so you can, so the computer can sense the temperature. So there's one way to put this in. Just going to put it like this. Make sure your screw holes line up. I'm going to use the same screws with the same bit. You can do this at a later step, but we might as well do it now before we lose something. Tight and tight. Okay, so the old sensor is on the new grate or screen. We're going to set this aside. Next step, we've got two 10mm bolts. They've got a wrench that comes with the kit. This one's, I think, a little bit easier, so if you have your own, you'll need to break the first one because these are on tight from the factory. One, two, good. Okay, so this is the scary part sometimes because you're taking your expensive screen off the truck. I'm gonna get ready. I have a towel here so I can, protect it from scratching. But basically, the bolts are out. this thing just lifts off. So what we want to do, I learned this from last time, is instead of being on the ground looking up, it's easier if we can gently swivel the screen, and we're going to take this USB-C connector out. So I've pulled this orange piece up, that locks it in. There's a little clip here, or a push tab. I'm going to push that in, and I should be able to disconnect the screen. So I'm going to lay this here, and then if you just zoom in here, so this is our temperature sensor connection. This is our USB-C. The C is inside this. We're actually going to remove this, and I'll show you how to do that here in a second. Hey, check out this video. It's like 2 months ago that I posted this, but I'm actually looking at my own video, so I remember how I did this. So Tesla uses this. Here's the USB-C cable. You can see it's a standard USB-C, but there's this shroud overhead. Again, for safety, you don't want this thing just unplugging while you're driving, right? So that's why they put this shroud on there. There are 4 little tabs. Let's see if I can get it just with my fingers. If not, I might use my tool, but yeah, it should be good. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna, oh, I broke one. That's okay. They give you a replacement. They do that on purpose. So I should just be able to pull this out. There's your USB-C. Here's your connector, and we're all good. So next step is I'm gonna remove this rear screen cover because it's not gonna fit on the swivel mount. So basically it's 3 mounts. I'm gonna pull it there, pull it here. Just gently, you don't want to scratch the back of your screen. Make it easier for you to see. Okay, we didn't break the clip, and this is the back of your screen. So this is the solid part, right, that we're going to mount the new bracket to. So the kit comes with an extension, obviously, that you need a little bit more cord because your screen's going to be swiveling around. So I'm going to, there's one way to do this. You can see the angled corners. They'll line up with these angled corners here. And I'm just going to basically plug it in and make sure that it is a super good connection. Okay, now at this point, I've just extended the cable, and I'm going to put this back on with the piece that I just broke because they gave me a new piece because they usually do break, and we'll do that in the next step. Okay. All right, cool. So we did this temperature sensor, remember, new screen, screwed the old sensor onto the new screen. Time to just plug that in, and it's just gonna, there's just one way to do this. So I'm gonna take this weird looking connection and put it like this. Snap, and you're good. All right, next step is the kit gives you actually 1 or 2 of these zip ties, and we're just gonna just zip tie these cords together just so they're a little bit tighter. I'm not gonna do it super tight, just like that. And we'll actually cut that off in another step. Next step, scissors, they don't come with a kit. I'm just gonna, just so there's not a lot hanging around, I'm just gonna cut that a little bit short. Doesn't say to do that, but I'm gonna do it. Okay, time to mount the heavy bracket. If you see these spaces, that goes down. So the more finished side goes up, and then you've got these 2 tabs here. That's how you know that it's the right way. So I'm gonna put the angled side in toward the front of the truck, like that. And then you've got your new shroud that fits this new piece. And I'm gonna go down like this, like that, and then just make sure your wires are in the middle here, like that. Okay, you join me on the floor again. I'm gonna go upside down here. So actually TesStudio sends you can use the original OEM bolts, or you can use the new ones. I'm gonna use the Allen wrench that they sent just to see how it works here. And I'm gonna take, there's a bigger set and a smaller set. The smaller ones go on the bottom here. And these are going back in the original holes that we took the screen off of the truck a few steps ago. It's one. That was easy. It doesn't feel like that's hidden. Make sure these cords are in the middle, right? And then you're going to kind of push it in a little bit. Find the original hole. And hopefully it'll thread pretty quick because this is awkward being upside down. All right, hand tighten should be good. Good. And Good. Cool, continuing on, we are just going to take the new shroud for the back of the screen, and if you get confused, this is the one where it has a little bit of cable access, where the other one was just flat here, right? So we're just going to put this in exactly like we did the other one. It should fit pretty simply. There's 3 tabs, one on each side. And boom, done. So next step, 2 cords here, obviously, right? The temperature sensor and the cord. I'm going to just kind of hold this up near the top, and then this piece fits exactly to this angle here. So I should be able to kind of hold the cord with one hand and just put the tabs on. So I'm going to put the tab in the bottom on each side, keep the wire on the top, and then hopefully I should just be able to snap it in. One side, 2 sides. Okay, and then this should look flush, just like the original. This cord's still sticking out, right? Because we're going to plug in our screen. We've got this all done. Temperature sensor is looking perfect. Now we're going to take our USB-C. Remember this shroud that I took off? And then I broke the tabs, but no fear. TesStudio gives you another one because they know that we're idiots. We're going to put this on. So if you can tell that if this is, it won't go on all the way if it's backwards. So just make sure that it's the side that goes all the way in. That, and then I'm going to take this piece. There's a wide tab and a short one. The wide one goes toward the back, and I'm just going to put this back on, clip it there, and you're all good. Okay, getting close here. So shroud's back on, and the next step is just to plug the screen back in. So I'm going to hold it with one hand, and when you do this, by the way, your car is going to wake back up, right? So it's going to recognize that it's on. Okay, so if you can just look in there, there's only one way to do this. It's there's like 2 tabs in the middle here. It goes like that, and then the USB-C goes toward the top. So I'm going to pull this out a little bit, and then the USB-C here, it goes toward the top of that. So there's only one way to do it. So I'm going to go straight in like that. Okay, and then if you can see, I'm going to push this orange tab back down to lock it in. So now I'm awkwardly holding this screen, so I'm just going to set it on. So this bar is going to sit on top of this piece, and you've got a really tight fit between the USB-C and this bar. So what you need to do is just start it, and then you want to pull up on this plastic with your finger, and then that gets it in. Okay, so last time I did this, I realized that a flashlight is better, and then here's the thing. You got to make sure that you tilt the screen, kind of push the bottom forward, because the angle, if you do it as it's just laying here, isn't quite right. So I'm going to take one of these, fish it in, but then I've got to move the screen so I can find the thread. So see, by pushing the screen forward, that does it. Sometimes it takes a minute to find your thread. Don't strip it. Okay, just tighten it. Good. And boom, we should be done. I'm getting old. Okay, so here we are back up on top, and look at that. We can swivel up and down and side to side. Super cool. And then this is absolutely at about the same height as the original screen was mounted. So there you go. Hope that helps. I'll show you a quick comparison between the two here. But other than that, we should be good to go. TesStudio, thanks so much for sending out version 2. We love version 1. Version 2 is even better, but both are a great deal. Thanks, guys.